People hope that somehow their luck will slightly improve their day. We often hold superstitions just for a little extra possibility of something fortunate going our way. Whether it's something simple like getting an extra fish fillet or getting to meet your favorite NFL superstar, here are people having the luckiest day ever.
Hey guys, this is your host, American Eye. Now sit back, relax, and enjoy that video.
Number 24. PopTarts Surprise. We probably remember growing up and eating Pop-Tarts as a sugary breakfast delight as a kid. The only problem is that you only get 2 of them. Well, this lucky dog right here must be enjoying the mistake someone at the factory made and is getting a special opportunity to enjoy 3 Pop-Tarts. That's a great way to start anyone's day. Number 23. Key Lodge. Trying to keep track of where your keys are at all times might be a pain in the butt, because when we lose them, we can't go anywhere. Someone might have told you that in the past your keychain was too big or something. If you dropped your keys like this person, you'll be thanking your keychain for saving your keys' lives. That is one lucky key lodge. Number 22. Phone Lodge. Phone Lodge. If you thought that one was impressive, you haven't seen our next one yet. People use their phones everywhere they go, and this includes while being on the toilet. Someone dropped their phone into the porcelain throne, but luckily it manages to survive and not touch the water. If this thing wasn't the perfect size, the person who dropped it might as well just go ahead and flush it because that thing would be broken. Number 21. Double the pink. When going trick-or-treating, some people might open those fun-sized Starbucks candies and hope to get their favorite color and maybe even 2. We all know that pink Starbursts are the best Starbursts, and this person right here just got themselves a lucky double helping of strawberry goodness. Number 20. Precurved Tree. Trees falling is more of a hazard in some states than you'd like to believe. It can start to blow and old trees will topple over like we see in this photo. This person is extremely lucky to not have damaged their car after the giant tree trunk fell like we see here. You can tell in the photo that it was slightly curved to the point where it looks like it was wrapped around the car almost perfectly. The owner of this car needs to go to Las Vegas immediately. Number 19. Just missed it. Stepping on a rusty nail is never fun, and it can lead to diseases like tetanus or hepatitis. This person in the photo just narrowly missed having their foot skewered by the nail, which would have been not only painful, but also would have ruined his shoes. Make sure to check twice before stepping in areas with rusty nails, because you might not always be lucky like this guy. Number 18. Saucepan Hat. This kid probably thought it would be funny to wear a saucepan like a hat and saw someone doing it on TV. But now he knows things on TV should be left to professionals. The youngster manages to give a thumbs up in the hospital to show that he turned out okay. He's having a lucky day because everything went smoothly afterwards. Number 17. This guy. It's not every day you get invited to an all-girls hot tub party, so we would say this guy's pretty lucky. We're not sure if he's in the friend zone or not, which might be as hard as getting out of a hot tub on a cold day. His real dilemma, though, is which cutie he's going to choose from. Number 16. Jackpot. Arcades are basically like casinos for kids. They're putting coins into machines, hoping for big returns in paper. The look on this girl's face as she hit the jackpot was priceless. She'll now go spend the tickets on something like a stuffed animal that she'll most likely forget about in a few days. But right now, she's feeling pretty lucky. Number 15. Antique Gun. While walking along the Dundee Beach in Australia, a boy named Christopher Dukas came across a startling discovery. Due to record low tides, this antique Portuguese swivel cannon was uncovered on the beach. This is extremely valuable both historically and monetarily. It could prove that the Portuguese had actually reached Australia before they once thought. Walking along the beach could be a fun way to strike it rich. Number 14. GoDaddy's Nerd. Some of you might remember this commercial when you were watching the Super Bowl at your friend's house or at a bar somewhere. You look at the screen and all you see is some awkward fat kid making out with a supermodel. The slogan of the commercial was, "When sexy meets nerdy." They found nerdy alright. The two were getting pretty hot and heavy, and this included a little bit of tongue action. Who was the husband that let his wife do this? And how did this lucky kid land this role? Number 13. The Sugar Snare. Hey guys, check it out. You can win a kid at this claw machine. Let's give it a try. Parents of this kid probably hope no one wins the prize, and this kid certainly doesn't seem to be mind being trapped there. He's completely surrounded by all the candy he could possibly want. This probably wasn't all that traumatizing, and he could really care less if no one lets him out. Number 12. The ball claw. If you left a kid in there with some food, how long until a parent needs to check on them? How do kids keep making their ways into these arcade games? And where are their parents? Kids love toys, and there's no doubt about it. But isn't there someone at an arcade game factory thinking, hey, maybe we should make these things so kids don't get stuck in them, right? This kid is having a great time, but there's not much he can do with the balls stuck inside. Maybe he'll be able to snatch one as a souvenir. Hopefully someone saves him soon before he runs out of oxygen. Number 11. Meeting Aaron Rodgers. When you get the chance to meet one of the biggest NFL superstars out there, you can typically consider it to be a lucky day. You can tell by the look on this young man's face that it'll certainly be a moment that he never forgets. Maybe someday he'll get a chance to throw touchdowns like Rodgers, who knows? Number 10. Pure luckiness. This person here either displays luckiness or someone at a factory feeling just a little bit generous. Normally, on an unlucky day, people will only get 6 fish fillets in this box. But he must have picked a shamrock or something, because look what we got here. This person doesn't care how jealous you might get, they're gonna eat that extra fish fillet whether you like it or not. Number 9. The Triple Oreo. This guy needs to get himself some lottery tickets ASAP because he just found himself the holy grail of all Oreo discoveries. Some of you at home might craft your own Oreos to look like this one in case you need a little bit of extra cream. But this person was able to find a double-decker Oreo, almost like he's able to spot 4-leaf clovers out of a field or something. We hope this photo isn't a phony, because if it is, it can only mean one thing: bad luck. Number 8. Keep it green. Green is the color of money, and coincidentally, it's also the color of getting to work on time. When you're in a rush and all you see is green in front of you, you should consider it to be a lucky day because you know your boss won't be yelling at you for being late. Hopefully no one gets in the way and messes up a good thing. Number 7. A bag of luck. What do you do if you find this mysterious Brinks bag full of cash or gold or something sitting right next to your car? If someone was careless enough to lose that much cash, then you really would just have to suppose that they'll be okay without it, right? It's kind of a mystery bag, but you have to assume whoever opened it got a little bit of a nice surprise. Finders keepers. Number 6. Between the lines. You'll learn at parking school to park between the lines, but when you're parking in some windy cities, it might be best to park between the trees as well. It might be a little bit harder for the person in the white car to get out of there, but at least their car isn't scratched. Number 5. World's largest Cheeto. Can you imagine being the lucky person to actually pull the largest Cheeto ever made out of a bag? That's what it looks like happened in this photo, and you gotta wonder if they ate it or not. A Cheeto this legendary should be stored in a museum and preserved, but the temptation to eat it might be too great. Number 4. The truck squeeze. This guy driving the truck is really lucky there's no speed bumps in this tunnel, or it could spell for disaster. He's lucky to even be able to fit in there with only 6 inches of free space. Maybe the tunnel was specifically designed to handle trucks of this size, and it's not luck after all? Who knows? Either way, truck drivers have been known to take risks when it comes to cargo size. Number 3. A janitor's dream. They smell awful, there's barely any room in there, and God knows where the water you use to wash your hands comes from. However, the cleaners of this plane in 2013 had an extremely lucky day when they came across a suitcase that weighed nearly 70 pounds and was full of gold. Who has that much money they could leave 70 pounds of gold in an airplane toilet? This unbelievable discovery happened on the flight between Dubai and Bangladesh, and some guy was really lucky. Number 2. Winning a fortune. Can you imagine opening up a fortune cookie and having it reveal the winning lotto numbers for that day? You'd certainly feel lucky if you'd actually believe the fortune cookie was speaking the truth and then you bought some tickets with those numbers. Most people would read the fortune and throw it away, almost as if those numbers weren't meant to win you a fortune. If you didn't buy the lotto ticket with those numbers and later on you realized you had the winning numbers in your pocket the whole time, you'd feel like an idiot. Would you even be able to live with yourself knowing how much you could have made? But then again, maybe in the long run, many lotto winners turn out to have unlucky experiences afterwards. Number 1. Curly fry heaven. When it comes to curly fries, size does matter, and if you got something like this from Arby's, consider yourself to be having a very lucky day. This here is a true prize that you should all be proud of. Some dedicated Arby's chef inside must have put a lot of time and effort into this one fry, and it was just waiting to be given to some lucky customer. It just keeps going and going, almost like a slinky. No point in saving this for item museum.